Hello everyone, welcome back to Heart Not Life Sailing. In this episode, we arrive at the serene anchorage of Desheis in Guadelupe, enjoying the peace and calm before setting sail again. For real?
What? The engine what?
The engine stopped.
Ah, shit. Oh, our body boat's engine just broke. Let's see what's going on.
Let's just take it over here. Our buddy boat's engine decided to stop, but they were able to figure it out, so we're on the go again. Counterclockwise for double speed. Our engine is off and we're en route to Antigua. Looks like there's a lot of beautiful anchorages there. Shallow waters, kind of the opposite of the last few islands with very deep volcanic waters. This looks like it's just a big sandy bottom, turquoise waters. Yeah, we're gonna see. Looks really nice. We got good wind today, about 17 knots. Got all sails up, full sail. And we'll see what Knot Life can do.
Right now we're doing 5 knots. We're expected to sail 45 nautical miles to get there. Let's say about 7 to 10 hours. Let's see how Knot Life performs. Maybe we'll make it in less time. (6-1), we're flying. It's our body boat, Lala.
Anytime two sailboats are within sight of each other, there's always a race going on, whether you know it or not.
The waves are massive and we furled in the head sail because it seems like there's a squall coming. See it coming very close. So let's hope it's not the situation, but if it is, we're kind of ready.
I was watching the squall for about an hour now, and it wasn't moving forward or behind, it was staying in that same spot, which to me tells me it's coming towards me because it's not passing this way, it's not passing this way. We just furled in the head sail a bit, ready to let's sheet out the main if we have to, but just in the last 10 minutes it kind of passed in front of us and fizzled away, so that's good. We don't like having to deal with squalls. Yeah, that's it. It looks like it just fizzled away. It was like almost right in front of us, and now I don't really see it. It just looks like a light mist now in front of us. Once it finishes passing, we'll probably see Antigua.
Land ho! We're right almost in Antigua and Barbuda. First time in here. Are you excited to see waters like the Bahamas?
Yeah, it looks like the Bahamas and it's shallow like the Bahamas. The charts are kind of misleading. I got 2 charts side by side, both Navionic, both with the same layers set. And they're both metric for depth in meters, but one says like 3 meters and one says 6 meters. So we're gonna have to investigate that once we're anchored. Book our head sail then because it's shallow here and we're still flying here on the leeward side of the island. We're still flying in at like 8 knots. And I don't want to hit anything going that fast. So I thought we'd be here by like 5 o'clock and it's 1:41.
Wow.
I thought we'd be like 5 or 6 o'clock.
So we made it in a speedy time. Beautiful so far. What we see. We're in Antigua and Barbuda and there is no wind. We're just moving from the previous anchorage to the next anchorage. There is next to zero wind and we just found kind of a clue in the beavers. We never opened that before, but because there is no wind at all, we're gonna try to use it.
Well, I don't know that we're gonna try to use it, but I want to take a look at it.
At least taking a look at it.
That's the head of the sail. It's over here. As we head towards Antigua and Barbuda, the sea is so calm that we decided to try out our spinnaker for the first time.
We're going at a very slow speed. Only the main sail up. Huh? There's a little clouds and some rain. Okay, we're gonna try to figure it out. It's raining.
But just as we did, a sudden gust of wind makes it impossible to give it a proper test.
Oh! Watch out, hold on!
While trying to deal with the spinnaker, the fishing line got heavy.
People, it looks like we caught a fish. It feels heavy. Let's see what kind it is.
You get me the gaff, it's still not come out of the water.
No, it feels heavy.
The weird thing is it doesn't even feel like a fish.
No?
It feels like it's towing something.
Yeah, it's dang heavy. Oh,
It feels weird.
yeah, I hope it's not a shark.
White river is.
Why?
Yeah, I see it.
I don't see it coming out
It's
of.
a big fish. The big fish. Oh, it's fighting now. Oh, it's a big barracuda.
Oh my god.
Holy shit, that's a big barracuda.
Ooh.
Oh shit. That's not gonna be fun to get out. Can you hold him? I gotta get some gloves to get him out.
Poor barracuda. Oh, poor thing. Oh, look at it. Oh, it's okay. We'll get you off there. It's okay.
Why is the other hook right there?
I don't know. Looks like it's heavier than you.
Yeah, he is getting heavy. I don't know how he gets that up.
Oh my god. He's fighting.
Oh yeah, he's kind of fucked up from that.
Oh, poor thing.
Oh, the wind's going on the wrong
Yeah.
side of the sail.
Shit.
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 Where's my weather's coming?
Hurry up.
This thing's really fucking tight right now.
Oh my gosh.
We have to get ourselves pointing into that wind.
I guess not the best day to go for a day sailing.
But what else can we do?
Yeah. Enjoying it so far.
Looks like clear skies.
The barracuda though got off the hook itself, so that's
Luckily.
good.
So I didn't want to have to pull him up on the boat.
Yeah.
He shook himself off while we're trying to figure out the sail, because while we're dealing with the barracuda, with the autopilot on, the wind from this weather did a 180 on us, and you know, wind came on the wrong side of our sail, and then the alarms were going off because we weren't holding the course anymore. Meanwhile, we're trying to deal with that barracuda, so I tied him off to a side cleat and got the boat sorted out. When I came back, he was able to shake himself off, luckily, so that's good. I didn't know how I'd pull him in the boat. We eventually reached Antigua and Barbuda, soaked and wet, but excited for new adventures.
Seems like we grab a really big
Something
fish.
just like ripped our lines here almost.
Oh, it ripped it.
Well, it's
Here,
smoothed
here.
it up. Oh shit, it just got light. I don't know.
Maybe it stopped fighting.
I don't know. Something was massively heavy on here. Now it's light.
Does it still feel heavy?
Just a little bit. Nothing like before.
It's giving up, probably.
Nope, it's a big fish.
Oh my god.
Another barracuda.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Another barracuda.
No way. Oh my god.
Oh, come on. Spit that out. Spit it out.
Okay, another barracuda.
The next day we wake up in beautiful anchorage of Bird Island, surrounded by stunning scenery of Antigua and Barbuda. One of the highlights here is the majestic Hell's Gate Island, known for its unique rock formations and natural land bridge. Hell's Gate is not only a stunning natural wonder, but is also a popular spot for adventurous hikes and snorkeling. The island's natural arch was formed by volcanic activity and erosion, creating a dramatic, picturesque landmark. During our snorkeling adventure, we discovered that the reefs around Bird Island were completely dead, a stark reminder of the impact of previous hurricanes Irma and Maria destroying the area in 2017. These powerful storms caused extensive physical damage to the coral structures, breaking and eroding them. The increase of dirt and cloudy water make it hard for these delicate ecosystems to recover. Also, warmer sea temperatures and coral bleaching have further stressed the reefs, making it difficult for them to grow back. Despite this, our journey continues and we are grateful for the breathtaking beauty and resilient spirit of Antigua and Barbuda.
Beautiful anchorage we're leaving right now. It was a nice stay. We were able to rest and we're ready to keep going. So now we're trying to get out of here. There's a lot of sand patches and reefs, so it's kind of nerve-wracking to get through that cut. We're gonna get through it now. Wish us luck and cross your fingers.
Yeah, we've got some narrow channels to go through, very narrow. Probably the most narrow, but it should be alright. Part of it says between 2 to 4 meters and we are 2 meters. So, we're just hoping for the best.
So we're going from Great Bird Island to Bird Island. no time. That took us less than 2 hours actually.
Yeah, I think so. We left at 11, 12, 1, yeah, 2 hours and 12 minutes. And we're like 10 minutes away from anchoring, so it's just over 2 hours. We're downwind, like almost directly downwind with just our main out, and started off doing 5 knots, and then once we made our first turn, we're doing 6 knots, so.
Not bad.
Definitely did. I thought we'd be motor sailing all day, and we did not need the motor.
Just motor for like 30 minutes?
Yeah, about that, just to get out of that reef. Once we got through the reef and made our first turn, we're sailing. But now we're going into a very narrow area. I'll show you on here. You can see that. Lots of sharp turns to get through the reefs. But this area is at least deeper than where we came from.
At least.
This is a view of Nonsuch Bay. It's very protected in here from waves. It's very open to wind. I guess that's why it appeals to kiteboarders and foilers here, because it's wide open. It's just reefs protecting it, so it gets a lot of wind. There's nothing really but dead coral around, so the snorkeling has expired since a hurricane destroyed the reefs. I guess this once upon a time was just amazing snorkeling. You can see the dead coral everywhere. There's just piles and piles of like branches of coral stacked on the ground. So it was probably amazing one day, but we unfortunately never got to see that. There's really not too much else here. I'm actually very surprised how many sailboats are anchored in here when it doesn't really have much more to offer other than a good kiteboarding location. There's not really any kind of culture. There's no town. There's no snorkeling. The water is very cloudy. It's just a protected place for a good night's sleep, I guess. For us, that's what it was good for. Everybody else, I'm really not too sure.
There's a lot of fancy boats here.
There's a lot of very expensive boats all around us, like very new, expensive boats. We even got yelled at by one coming in here, and I still haven't figured out why. So yeah, this is a view of what this place looks like. It's still scenic, but it's not my favorite. Big open body of water with a whole shitload of boats in it, and pretty deep water to be anchored in. We're anchored in 8 meters of water, over 8 meters of water. So that's all my chain, all 45 meters of chain plus. On the chart plotter or on the drone footage, you gotta really snake your way in here. It's a lot of lefts, rights, lefts, right, left, right, going in and out of, you know, rock cuts and coral reefs. Pretty much the same way we got out of the last harbor. It was very narrow navigation to exit the last harbor. Pretty much the same here. It wasn't as narrow, but you're just kind of snaking your way in here.
Well, the thing is, like, it was a pretty quiet night. We weren't even able to sleep as much as we slept the night before. I guess it's
too still.
It was too still. So
too still and too quiet.
It was too quiet, too still. Like sometimes we need that rocking movement, that rocking motion, to be able to fall asleep. And it was very still. So that's probably why. It is beautiful though to look at and rest and work. I've taken advantage of this anchorage because I've gotten some work done. We're going to the next anchorage today. It's called Falmouth, and maybe from there we're gonna take a bus to the capital and see the real culture of Antigua and Barbuda.
We haven't seen any of that yet.
We haven't seen any culture. It's all touristic.
We saw where we checked in was just, you know, fancy marinas, and everywhere else we anchored was really just wilderness. The only thing we saw along the shore were big resorts. I don't think I've seen a single person that's from this country.
True.
Except for the person who works at customs. I don't think that was the only person from Antigua we even seen. And we've been here for
Quite a few days now.
5 days maybe already.
Yeah, we're waiting for the next weather window to jump to the next island, but we really enjoy the culture of each island. That's the attractive for us. We don't want to be in a concentration of expensive everything. What happened? Oh my gosh.
So we're just making some footage, and the drone, and I'm watching the signal carefully. The drone got behind an island, and I just wanted to do a shot coming up over the tip of an island. As soon as the drone lost sight of the boat, the signal went from like full signal to 0 signal, and the battery is already at 50%, and it's going to hover for a while before it does a forced return to home. Well, when you're in a boat, return to home, you're not necessarily in the same spot. And I'm behind an island, and because we've always been in the ocean, I had my height, return to home height, set at 20 meters, because there's never anything more than 20 meters around us. But that one particular island is more than 20 meters high.
Oh my god.
So
we're so nervous, people.
we had the dinghy strapped up and put away because we're leaving here in a couple of hours. Quickly dropped the dinghy, grabbed the key, and started racing towards the island. As soon as we saw, and then I got signal back. When I got signal back, it was already going to return to home, and it was trying to do a forced land. And then next thing I know, I'm seeing trees on a very steep island that I don't even know if you could climb that. It's so steep. Steep and just full of heavy bush. All of a sudden I'm seeing trees in front of the screen, in front of the camera. I'm like, oh geez, no, we can't drop it there. I won't be able to get up that hill. So I forced it to come back up again and just was flying it back towards the boat as fast as I could. While I'm driving the dinghy, I'm trying to bring the dinghy back to the boat so that I can be here to grab the camera when it comes in. Because I mean, I can land it on our boat, but it's difficult because there's so many ropes and shrouds and everything all around the boat. I like to have line of sight of the drone when I'm landing it. So now I'm driving the dinghy back to the boat while flying the drone, and the alarms are going off the entire time. Beep, boop, beep, boop, low battery, beep, boop, beep, boop. It keeps trying to force land, but it's just over top of water. So I eventually got it to get over top of the dinghy, and then brought it down and just grabbed it out of the sky.
Good job, Mike.
My heart was pounding.
Good job. Good job.
My heart was pounding from that. I thought we lost the drone, and we finally getting footage.
Finally.